repeatedly.
I'm beginning to suspect the Indiana Fever are a better team than the Chicago Sky. Don't ask me why I believe that or think that. It's just a sneaking suspicion that I have. I mean, it could be the fact that the Fever spank them every time they play. Could be that. Maybe it's that. I mean, you can date back to last year, but this year, Fever spanked the Sky in the season opener.
Rachel Bannum's post-game attitude perfectly captured the team's mood. She basically said the team had a screw-it mentality going into the game, which tells you everything about Chicago.
But first, let's take a second for KK, because today, she was that moment. She's always that girl, but tonight, she made it known. Now picture this. The Chicago Sky throws their biggest Barbie night celebration of the season. Pink banners, themed merch, the whole arena dressed up, and of course, the night was built around Angel Reese. But here's the plot twist. Angel Reese wasn't even playing. And the Indiana Fever didn't just spoil the party, they demolished it. Final score, 93-78. That's the Fever's third straight win over the Sky this season alone and sixth in their last 7 matchups. Chicago tried to book a premium night at the United Center to make a statement. Instead, Indiana walked in without their star player and turned it into Fever night. No Caitlin Clark. No problem. Kelsey Mitchell dropped a season-high 35 points and reminded everyone that this rivalry ain't real. It's marketing. And if anything, it's getting embarrassing, because here's what the media wants you to believe. Clark versus Reese is the new Magic versus Bird. 2 rising stars with completely different styles, personalities, and fan bases going at it every time their teams meet. ESPN hypes it. Social media eats it up. But when you check the actual results, Indiana is dominating. This isn't a rivalry, it's a one-sided beatdown. Just look at the numbers. Indiana has outscored Chicago by 77 points across 3 games. This season, that's more than most WNBA teams score in an entire game. The Fever crushed them by 35 in the first game, then again by 27, and now, a pink-themed blowout by 15, and yet people keep saying, Caitlin Clark needs to do more. She needs to prove herself. Let's be honest, the only reason this storyline still lives is because it's good business for Angel Reese. The Sky keeps scheduling these hyped-up events to elevate their brand. But what they're really doing is giving the Fever a bigger stage, to dominate them again and again and again. This latest loss came on the most promoted night of the Sky's season, and Caitlin Clark, she wasn't even in uniform. She spent most of her night signing autographs for over 200 fans. That's the level of star power we're dealing with. Her presence alone still drew more attention than any Sky player on the floor. But while Clark was on the sidelines, Kelsey Mitchell lit up the court. 35 points, 12 for 19 shooting, 7 of 10 from deep. That's 70% from 3 in a big game on the road. She became, thus, the second player in Fever history to have 35-plus points, 5-plus assists, and 5 threes in a game, joining Caitlin Clark in that exclusive club. Meanwhile, Michaela Timpson keeps proving that when you give her minutes, she delivers. 14 points on 6 for 8 shooting. Efficient, locked in, fearless. She made the most of her opportunity and showed she's more than just bench depth, she's a building block. Then there's Chloe Bai, who signed a 7-day contract just days ago and scored 8 points in 10 minutes. Coach Stephanie White praised her spacing and floor stretching ability, especially how she creates opportunities for Aliyah Boston. Speaking of Boston, 14 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 blocks, 2 steals. Her stat sheet tells only half the story. She controls the flow of the game, both ends of the floor, and once again proved she's the most complete player in the post. Lexi Hull also stepped up when the Sky tried to rally, hitting timely shots to keep the momentum squarely with Indiana. The Fever's depth was on full display. This is what Coach Stephanie White has been preaching. It's not just about a superstar. It's about team identity. It's about players who stay ready and a culture that breeds trust and accountability. And while Clark sat in street clothes, cheering and signing autographs, the Fever showed the rest of the league they don't just survive without her. They thrive. Now let's talk about what Chicago did wrong. They booked their premium arena, built the entire night around Angel Reese, sold Barbie-themed merchandise, created content for Instagram and TikTok, and then got blown out again. Even worse, Reese didn't suit up. That made the night feel completely empty. No main attraction, no backup plan, just pink lights and crushed hopes. Social media lit up. Fans renamed the night from Barbie Night to Fever Night. Memes went viral. TikToks mocked the event. Some even said they should have renamed it Mitchell Night after her outburst. But this goes deeper than just one loss. Chicago is now 7-18 on the season. Their playoff hopes barely hanging on. Their chemistry not clicking. Their rebuild looking shaky. Meanwhile, Indiana is 14-12, third in the East, and climbing without their superstar even playing. They've learned to win ugly, they've learned to win short-handed, and they've learned to lean on one another. This win was more than a statement, it was a reality check. For Chicago, for the media, for everyone pretending this is some neck and neck rivalry. It's not. Indiana has won 6 of the last 7 against Chicago. They've beaten them on opening night, midseason, Barbie night, and at both arenas. They've won with Clark. They've won without her. They've turned every opportunity into proof that this franchise is building something real. When Caitlin Clark returns, and make no mistake, she will. The Fever won't just get their star back. They'll have a deep, confident, playoff-tested roster ready to compete. This is a team that plays with Clark, not for her. So while the Sky keep throwing parties, the Fever keep stealing the spotlight. Chicago can decorate the arena all they want, but Indiana keeps leaving with the W. And as long as that keeps happening, we're done calling this a rivalry. Let's call it what it really is, a warning for the rest of the WNBA.
Fever down! But also, let's take a moment for KK, okay? She's that moment today. She's that girl always. Thank you.